This is Close Combat Gateway to Caen. You're watching episode 19 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. We've now moved to June 28th. It's 0200, and we're making a movement. So these guys right here, we got a whole line of everybody moving to the southwest down the main road. We did successfully take Skyline in the last movement, so I am feeling ambitious enough to start moving down another notch to the south. Everybody here is just going to kind of move up one spot, except for right here in Mouen. We're going to stay put and wait and see if we can get a defense here because we're dug in. The battle group at point 100 is going to merge, and then we'll move them down there in support. And I do see that somebody has popped up on that battlefield. Looks like everything else is going fine. Okay. This might be our only 0200 fight. So, yes, we are in Mouen, and we have 15th Division taking on Conf Group Fry. We're going to be back with Elaine's boyfriend company. We've got full strength, we have 7 tanks, and then we have 2 full platoons of infantry. We're hoping for a better outcome than the last time they were out, but I'm hoping that since we're also on the defensive, it should be a little bit easier, and it's enough. The enemy is bringing a platoon of Panzer Grenadier, a second platoon of partial Panzer Grenadier, and then a platoon leader, 2 Panzer IVs, and an MG42 for support. They are starting on the east, and they do have some buildings. There is a decent amount of bocage for cover for them, so I've kind of pulled back just a little bit, and I'm relying on my infantry to be in buildings, but then I do have them surrounded with tanks. So the goal here is going to be to squeeze them with the armor. And if you look at the very south, I have 2 tanks ready to flank to the east and try and come up from the south and blast them that way. We'll see if that works out, but that's the initial plan. Eyes on a tank, we're already engaging. Okay, these 2 have them in line of sight. It's damaged, that was a hit. Boom. 1 tank down. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move up just a little bit with Todd Gack. Maestro is almost to the front. Oh, Jerry Seinfeld's getting gunned down. We found their second tank. Move up here, try and get ready. Infantry coming around on the main road. Quellis, move up a little bit and maybe peek down there. We'll go ahead and go around the back with Lloyd Braun. And we're going to come up here with JFK Jr. Try and figure out how to knock that Panzer IV out. I am going to drop mortars on this infantry that's engaging Jerry Seinfeld. We're going to pull them back. I would have liked to pre-sight them, but we don't really have time. Let's go ahead and get that flare up. And it does look like there's 2 full squads plus the tank. Panzer Grenadier here might be dead. Okay, Russell Dalrymple can kind of watch that. Those guys did surrender. All right, they're in the corner of that. We're going to have to hold up on Quellis for a minute. They're somewhere here. All right, Todd Gack, move down. Actually, don't go too far, though, because we haven't swept through there. Joel Rifkin can engage this Panzer Grenadier. Tim Watley, come around and help that fight. Mortars are falling. All right, I think now's our chance. Maybe we go east. And we'll try and get some shots on the rear of that tank. We might actually have to try and shoot over through the bocage and see if we can get him from 2 angles. The Maestro is struggling. I don't know what our actual threat is here. Like, somewhere they're hitting us, but we can't see them. Mortars, I don't know. Do we drop mortars on these guys? They're running. Who's dead? Who's dead? Hal Kitzmiller. Wow. Okay. We can't see them. JFK Jr. can keep creeping up. We want to be ready. If their tank comes to the north, we want to blast it. Okay, Quellis, maybe go up here so you can see around that building. And crawl back. We don't really need Billy up there, so I think we'll just go back and hold that building. But we're going to go ahead and start moving into this field and make sure that it's empty. I'm thinking that's a decent spot. Tank is dead. I didn't see it happen, but one of these guys got it. Alright, the close talker can keep advancing. And I think we're going to have to move Owen March up in order to get line of sight on the infantry. And if I can remember, I'm going to try and tell these guys not to move fast over the walls or the bocage. I will forget. Keep reminding me. Okay. Tim Watley, keep going down. And then we'll go to the east with Joel Rifkin and we'll start moving down through the trees. Alright, set up shop there for a minute. Todd Gack, maybe right there. Oh, we got infantry running through the field there. Hold up there with Todd Gack. It's going to be hard to deal with them on the other side of that wall because it's actually tall enough the tank can't see over it. I probably shouldn't be leading with Quellis because we all know how that ends, but they are in the best spot to deal with these guys. There we go. Mortars are landing decent. Yep, got some hits with the mortar. Alright, Joel Rifkin, keep moving south. Do the same over here with David Putty. And we have one lone guy crawling around down there. I think Jake Jarmel can come cut them off. Alright. Owen March, move in. We'll come up here with the close talker. And then maybe these guys right here crawling across the road. Lloyd Braun's just stuck behind JFK Jr., so we're kind of stuck here for a minute. We can't really go down the road without popping up right next to that building. So at some point, we're going to have to move in with infantry. We are out of mortars. The Maestro can see here, so let the Maestro engage. Go ahead and do it with Phil Totola, too. The Maestro's being shot at. We are down to one survivor. Everybody else is dead or wounded. Pull them back, and then we'll just replace that with our infantry coming from the north, I guess. Alright, keep moving up. Follow our infantry. Let's get you guys to actually go down through the woods. The whole point is to sweep that and make sure we don't get popped. See if we can put some rounds on that fence. I don't know. Maybe move up. See if we can get some better angles or something. This kind of sucks. They're just holed up right there. The fence is protecting one side. The building is too close to the road. There we go.
In position.
What do we see? Who's going to be able to hit them? We're going to have to move up. I don't know. What if we come down here? Let's see. Let's go ahead and cross back over with Owen March. And then get him to help shoot up there. And I wonder if JFK Jr. Is there a guy right there? I thought I saw something coming out of there. Alright, let's move Russell up. Jake, come down here. Tim Watley, we got these guys over here. There we go, we can actually see them. Let's engage. And then Todd Gack can kind of keep just creeping in. Move the infantry up here and see if that Panzer Grenadier is still there. Alright, the Maestro I think you're just going to have to lay low and avoid contact. And then Quellis. I don't know, I'd like to be able to get line of sight on these guys to the east more. So let's make sure this building below us is clear. And then we'll try and engage the final building where they are. That MG42 or whatever is not good. We got to get a little further south to be able to see that corner. Let's move all the way up to the end of the bocage. Quellis can engage there. David Putty, engage there. And where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there we go. Joel got distracted by being shot at again. Actually, let's just take them wide west and bring them down here. I want them to sweep that, but if they're going to be shot at the whole way, it's not going to work. So let's go down here. Let's take JFK Jr. down here. We'll take Lloyd Braun up to the north. And then we'll come around and they can help support Quellis. Alright, we got Russell Dalrymple moved up, so we're just going to go ahead and push into that 2-story building. And we're going to smoke this and see if that'll block the view of the machine gun shooting to the north at all. I don't know if it'll help, but we're going to try it. Oh, who's hit? David Putty. Wow. They gunned down David Putty. Okay. Smoke is out. We are throwing grenades in this building, so they are in this 2-story. Oh, we lost a man. Shoot. Quellis, we need your support. Engage there. JFK Jr. can't see him. Go straight over. Owen March can... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Owen March can see him. The close talker, move up. All right. Joel, you are really struggling to get to the front line. Let's move in there. Actually, let's just move, not move fast. Can't see that. Can't see. There we go. Close talker can see, so we'll go ahead and just put a few rounds in there if we can. Sounds like there's some casualties. The bocage blocks Owen March, so we'll have to get all the way up there. I'm not sure I'm ready for that.
Sir, enemies offered a ceasefire.
In position.
Now, I hate to give a ceasefire when we have them cornered. We know they're in these last 2 buildings. So we'll move Seinfeld up. And then I think Phil Totola can do the same. He can come support this. Was an MG42 there. All right. We might have to risk closing in on the building. Can't hit them. So we can try pummeling the building. The infantry is trying to engage the guys in the field. Let's see if we can, I don't know, hit somewhere right in here. Close talker, move up. Owen March, you do the same. Russell, I don't know, stay put for a minute. Joel Rifkin's almost here. I guess if we come around here with Keith Hernandez, we can bring infantry down to push on the top of them. And I don't think Quellis can engage them without going over the wall.
In position.
All right, Lloyd Braun, move across. And then Todd Gack set up shop right there.
Sir, enemies offer to ceasefire.
A little bit of a different angle. Still can't see them.
In position.
I mean, I really wanted Quellis to just go straight across, but I guess we're going this way. Alright, JFK can see this corner. Oh, and March, the close talker. And then Tim Watley right up here. Todd Gack. I think maybe we let Quellis just cross. Oh yeah, we're just going to keep blasting that building for a minute. Try and make it as safe as possible before the infantry moves in. Alright, right here, we got pretty much the whole building under fire. Alright, let's move up to the edge. Bring Phil Totola along for the ride. And Hal Kitzmiller is dead. I don't think we'll bring Fred, because Fred's not having a good day. I don't think we'd run in there with a Piet. Let's turn Quellis to the south and try and get that hull-mounted machine gun firing as well. Okay, we must have got him. Yeah, we did. So, Allied total victory. The battle ended because the Axis force was destroyed. It wasn't perfect. We do have a morale of 78, but we took some losses. It looks like they killed 5 of ours, wounded 18, but we killed 28, and we wounded 44. We also destroyed 2 Panzer IVs, and that was both tanks that they brought along for the fight. So, still solid for 2 infantry squads destroyed. And David Putty has no kills. Tony has 2 kills. Fred has no kills. Jake Jarmel has no kills. Keith Hernandez has no kills. Billy has 2 kills. Joel Rifkin has 1 kill. Jerry Seinfeld has no kills. Dr. Reston has 2 kills. Crazy Joe Davola has no kills. Phil Totola has 3 kills. Russell Dalrymple has no kills. The Maestro has 2 kills. And Hal Kitzmiller has no kills. The Close Talker has 18 kills. Todd Gack has 11 kills. Quellis has a tank kill and 7 infantry kills. Owen March has 11 kills. JFK Jr. has a tank kill and 5 infantry kills. Tim Watley has 6 kills. And lastly, Lloyd Braun with no kills. Very good output from our armor in this fight. So first platoon leader was wiped out. Panzer Grenadier was wiped out. Another one wiped out. This one has no kills and 2 survivors. This one was wiped out with 1 kill. Wiped out. Wiped out with 1 kill. 1 kill. Panzer Grenadiers wiped out. Another one. This one actually came away with 5 kills. Wiped out. And Panzer Grenadier with 4 kills. Platoon leader with no kills, wiped out. Panzer IV, no kills. Panzer IV with 2 infantry kills. MG42 actually didn't do too bad. They have 9 kills. So even though they lost, they still got a few kills. I hope that you enjoyed the night battle and that tank fight in the town. If so, leave a like. Be sure to comment and subscribe to support the channel, and check out the other content on the channel page. Let me know how you think this one went, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.